It's been a while since obviously managed to get into the starting 11. What's the competition been like in the midfield and how are you coping with that?
Yeah, I mean, well, we have an amazing squad. You can see it. The competition is at the highest. The level of every single player is huge, and I think that's good news for the coach, for the club, for the squad, because we're pushing each other, and everyone has to raise the level to play. So yeah, I think that's a positive.
And while there's a lot of competition in the midfield, there's a little bit of shortness at the back defensive. There's a lot of injuries you're having to cope with at the moment. But Myles stepped in today at left back and did really, really well.
Yeah, that's another good news. Good news is plural, no? That's also good news, because you see that every single player who is filling those gaps is just doing an amazing job. Today, Myles with the field debut did an amazing job. You could see the composure, you can see the quality he has. Also, the whole squad helping him is what we're talking about. When you have so much quality in every single player, when you are training every single day with us, you get better. So yeah, I'm really happy for him and for every player who is just in the squad and doing his best.
What do you make of him as a player? He looks so confident and, like you said, composed. It looks like he's played an awful lot more games than he has done.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. He's a really good kid, always humble, just trying to learn from the others, asking questions, not being worried of being judged for asking maybe a stupid question or whatever. But he's always just trying to learn and with a positive attitude. And he also has that technical and physical level that will bring a lot of joy to the people who watches him play.
I think that's the first time you've started with you, Declan and Martin in midfield together. Talk us through kind of that balance and what Mikel wants that midfield to look like.
Well, today was a special midfield for the team. And I felt really comfortable with those two. I mean, they are top class players. I think the three of us, we complement each other very good. We have different qualities and characteristics, but at the same time we know how to play each other. And yeah, it's about timing and more time with each other to learn what we want and where we want the ball and the places where we are comfortable. But yeah, I think anyone who plays in this midfielder or in any position in this team is doing a great job, and that's the main thing.
How important will it be to finish in the top 8? It's a huge incentive for a team, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously this is the goal. I mean, you have to aim for the top places of the table. Right now, I think we are doing a good season in Champions League as well, and we have to keep it up. We aim for the highest, obviously, with our feet in the ground, because we have to stay humble and try to be focused on the things we can improve, because there are obviously things we can improve, but also having in mind that we are an amazing team and we have to be confident and keep growing.
Maybe for the first time in a long time it feels quite an open competition. Do you think that's fair?
Open competition, you mean?
So there's quite a few teams that could win it,
The Champions League?
Yeah.
Well, I guess every year is like that. I mean, maybe for you guys it's only Real Madrid, but I mean, Champions League is, I think, a competition where small details and boxes are the things that change the game, and you have to be really good at that. Real Madrid has been amazingly good at that in the past few years, and I think it's gonna keep being like that. So just Champions League is a whole different thing, and we have to be ready for every single game. Now it's time to focus on the next game and forget about this, but we will come back.
Last one, Gary.
Do you sense, though, I know you weren't here last season, but do you sense with the players, the way they're dealing with the Champions League this season, that actually there's a lot more maturity and those details you're talking about, they can handle them in the kind of business end of the tournament?
Well, as you said, I wasn't here last year. I could see a couple games, but what I'm feeling right now is that the team is a really, really mature team. You can see in some phases of the game where obviously you're not going to be 90 minutes being on top of the opponent and just dominating, and you will have phases where you will have to defend. And in those phases where the team is not maybe in control of the game, we can manage it. And I think the players are not how would I say it, like panicking when they don't have the control of the game. So they are calm, composed, and that's
Shows you maturity and
yeah,
evolution.
you can show maturity in that aspect too. So yeah, happy for that.
Myles Lewis-Skelly started for Arsenal in the Champions League for the first time ever against Monaco. Mikel Arteta made a few changes to his side, but none were more eye-catching than to see the 18-year-old academy product get the nod. Lewis-Skelly impressed Arsenal fans with his fantastic performance. He was fearless on the ball, wasn't afraid to invert, and proved to everyone that he belonged at this level. Arteta deserves praise for trusting Lewis-Skelly, as do his teammates. They have all supported him since day one. On Wednesday night against Monaco, Lewis-Skelly became Arsenal's youngest starter in the Champions League since 2011, when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain got the nod against Olympiacos. That is a terrific achievement, and he must have been delighted when he found out that he would be starting against Monaco at the Emirates. However, we're sure there would have been some nervousness ahead of kickoff for Lewis-Skelly. Starting a Champions League game at 18 under the lights at the Emirates is a daunting task for many. Martin Odegaard, who made his debut as a teenager many years ago, knows how difficult it can be, so he helped Lewis-Skelly out. In what was a big surprise, Odegaard allowed Lewis-Skelly to have the first touch of the game at kickoff. The youngster passed the ball to his captain, who immediately tried to attack. It's very unusual for a left back to kick things off in a game, but that didn't stop Odegaard from giving him that opportunity. That was a classy gesture from the skipper. Lewis-Skelly then had a fine game and didn't show any signs of nerves. He received a standing ovation when he was brought off in the second half. Myles Lewis-Skelly's stats versus Monaco. Lewis-Skelly has become the talk of the town since his performance against Monaco. The 18-year-old is naturally a midfielder, but Arteta has tasked him to play at left back for the Gunners' first team. That hasn't fazed him at all, and he was brilliant on Wednesday night. In his 64 minutes on the pitch against Monaco, Lewis-Skelly had 53 touches of the ball and completed 44 of his 46 attempted passes, thus maintaining a stunning 96% passing accuracy. He registered a 100% dribble success rate, won 5 out of his 6 attempted ground duels, made a tackle, and didn't allow any Monaco player to dribble past him. Lewis-Skelly could save millions for Arsenal in the transfer market. He is good enough to play regularly, and we can't wait to see more of him. Bukayo Saka sends message to Myles Lewis-Skelly Arsenal fans will love. Lewis-Skelly's post-match Instagram post after Arsenal's victory against Monaco was captioned, "A blessed night with this team." Saka commented, "The beginning." The Arsenal winger was not the only player to leave congratulatory messages on the youngster's post, with Ben White leaving a pair of heart emojis in the comments section. Jurriën Timber commented 2 emojis with a face exhaling emojis, which are a sign of being blown away. In the aftermath of Arsenal's dominant victory against Monaco, Saka revealed his advice to Lewis-Skelly was to back himself, as the 23-year-old was confident that the Wonder Kid belonged at such a prestigious stage. The England international said, "I just said to him, like I said to him before the game, that this is his level. He needs to have no doubts and play with confidence. What he's doing, we see it in training. I was pleased with him. He was a big part of the first goal." Saka went on to praise Lewis-Skelly's mindset as well, saying, "He's very bright. He just needs to keep the same head that he's got. His mentality is top. He's always asking questions, eager to learn. I'm so proud of him." Arsenal supporters will be delighted to witness Saka emerge as a mentor for Lewis-Skelly. With the latter being one of the best players in the world, he is the perfect guide to the highly rated Wonder Kid. Well, folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.